Welcome back to the podcast. And today we got amazing news for everyone who played Assassin's Creed Black Flag back in 2013 or 2016.
No,
2013.
2013.
I was right, 2013.
Same year as GTA
Yep.
5.
Same exact year. But now we have official trailer and gameplay trailer, or gameplay has been put on Twitter at least.
They made like a whole video. It's like a half hour.
So they showed everything, the new mechanic, but we are getting a Black Flag remake, basically. It is called, well, they say resynced, but it's basically it's a remake, right? They built the game literally from the ground up. It's not they took assets, they literally building the game from the ground up. It's a brand new game in a way. They just made it nicer and they're adding a lot of things to it. I would advise to watch the 30 minutes if you're really excited for it. I'm hyped for it. I fucking love it. Everything they showed was good. All the things they changed about it was great. Trailing missions are not annoying, where if you get caught, that's it. The game is over and the mission's over. It's not just you walking behind somebody for 10 minutes. That's great. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes in Assassin's Creed, if you get those missions over and over again, it gets pretty annoying. But
it's like only that game too. It's literally only that one.
That's like the more annoying one.
I'm very excited. I'm not excited for it to be fucking like $70.
It's $60.
Or $60. I think that's a little for a remake. Even though I think Assassin's Creed 4 is one of the best Assassin's Creeds. I could hear, like, it's not my favorite, but like if someone wanted to tell me it's the best one, like I could hear the argument. Like I wouldn't really disagree. But I'm just, the price is a little steep, but I am a big fan that it's not just like a texture remake. Like the combat is kind of being modernized, which is really cool. It kind of looks like they're doing what they did in Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yes.
Where there's like a parry system that leads to follow-ups and stuff. So I think that's cool. In a way to modernize it, because if you haven't played the old Assassin's Creed games, like really AC4 and before that, you just sit there and you wait for someone to swing at you.
Yeah.
And then you press one button and you automatically kill them. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So them making it better is cool. I think that's good. And I'm happy that they're also bringing in like the newer kind of stealth mechanic that they also started in AC Unity. I haven't really played any of the Assassin's Creed games past Odyssey. I don't know what's new in those, but dedicated stealth mode, so you're not kind of just like walking around in the old games. I think that's cool. The ship combat, it seems mostly the same, except they added a couple, like, what they said, like generals or something that you could put on your ship that will give you certain new abilities or something.
Yeah, they added more to the combat in it, right? I think in Black Flag, the original, when you played it, the combat was kind of mostly the same. Like you would build the ship the same, and now with this one, there's more different ways to like attack other ships. There's different ways to like modify your ships. Again, like just like the general thing, they're adding that too. It looks like when they made this game, they're like, we want to make it like it's Black Flag. It's all the things you love about Black Flag, and they're doing more and fixing what the issues was, right? So any of the issues they saw from it, like again, the trailing missions. Oh my god, the trailing missions were like the worst, because if you get caught, the mission's over, you got to reset.
There's a trailing mission in that game where you're on your boat and you have to follow someone without being found.
Yeah,
you're on a boat the size of like
an actual
fucking
ship.
the size of a fucking commercial airliner.
Yeah,
and you gotta be
and you gotta sneak your way. It's like it's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? So everything looks promising, right? Now my only concern is how buggy is it going to be on release? Now that is the big landing on it, right? Everything seems great. Like the environment to change, the water looked great, the shipping movement, everything about Black Flag, the remake looked amazing, right?
Hmm.
But I mean, now it just comes down to, is it gonna be buggy as fuck on release? Is it gonna be like unplayable on release? That's the big thing. Is because as much as I want to give Ubisoft their props, I can't give them the full 10 out of 10 until we wait for the release.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I mean, I feel like I haven't heard of like many. That's not true. Some more recent Ubisoft games have been. Wasn't like Star Wars Outlaws like really bad on release or something with stuff?
Yeah, Ubisoft has a track history.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I hope they don't do that for this, especially because this is a game that people already know. You know, like,
Hmm.
I think that would be kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it looks like they put in like a lot of effort into this. Like they put a lot of love
And
and care into
and
this.
if they're charging fucking $60 for it, $60 for a remake is absurd. I'm not gonna lie, even though it's a great game and it's an open world game and they're changing a lot of stuff, it's still Assassin's Creed 4. Like, it's a remake. Um
Hmm.
I think I've bought expensive remakes before. Like, the Dead Space remake I think was $40. I mean, that still wasn't a $60, but that game is it's maybe like a 12-hour game. The Silent Hill 2 remake was like $60, I think. Yeah, I think it was 60.
But was it worth it
Um
though? The $60
I
remake.
think that game, it's kind of different because Silent like remaking Assassin's Creed 4, that game is just over 10 years old. Like, you could still play that game today, and aside from like the graphics, really, it feels like a modern open world game. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
like it's a modern game. Like with Silent Hill 2, that game was like back in a time where third person camera wasn't like a normal fucking thing, so like it has tank controls and fixed camera angles and hardware limitation. Like, that game, fucking Silent Hill 2 is like a PS2 game or a
Yeah.
PS1 game, one of the it might even be a PS1. No, it's a PS2, but still,
Hmm.
it's back at like a very different time. So like the Silent Hill 2 remake may as well just be a different game. Like, it's the same story, but nothing else is the same. Assassin's Creed 4 is like they're changing some system mechanics, but it's still like they're kind of just changing how certain things work rather than making a new game. So I think $60 is a little steep, but you know,
Yeah.
if the game ends up being God's gift to Earth, then you know what, maybe they could get away with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait for a sale personally, just because like I actually played through Assassin's Creed 4 like last year. Like, I played through that game maybe every once in a while anyways, so um maybe if I ever get the itch to play it again, then I'll buy it. But on release, I don't think I'm gonna. Not at full price.
Yeah. I think it's like, yeah, because it is considered one of the best. You can argue if it's the best. It's my personal favorite, but I think, yeah, the $60 is a little bit much. But I think what they promised and what they showed look like it is like if they
It looks
released Black Flag
quality.
today, yeah. If it wasn't a remake and that was just the base game releasing it, it looked like it
Hmm.
would be worth it, right?
Yeah.
But because we know it's a remake and we know what's going on, it's like now I know you're adding a lot of stuff, you're fixing a lot of stuff. The open world is seamless now. Like it's great. Now you just need to see like I just need to see how it is on release. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm gonna buy it on release. I'm gonna give it like a day or two to
Hmm.
really see how it is before I get it. But I think it's just we gotta wait for it. I think that's what it is. I think pre-ordering it, don't pre-order it if I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like give it like a day or two, no, at least a week,
Hmm.
or no more than a week. If you can't decide on it, then maybe it's not it, or
Yeah.
maybe just wait for a sale or something.
And I mean,
Um,
like, they're adding stuff. I wouldn't say they're adding a lot, to be honest. Like, it sounds
yeah,
like a lot when they show you, and they're like, we're adding 6 hours of new content. That game's like an 80-hour game, so like 6 hours is another like 8% of playtime. So it's not like they're giving you like
half the game.
a fucking yeah. It's not like, for
It's not
example,
like Elden.
It's not the Elden Ring DLC where Elden Ring is like, if you're a good player on your first playthrough, maybe like a 30-hour game, and they added like 20 hours with the DLC, like they added a whole fucking new game. This isn't that.
Yeah.
So,
I think that I would agree on you that. Yeah, I just say give it at least no more than a week if you're gonna really decide on it, then wait for sale. But on to other positive news. Again, another rare W. Xbox is lowering their Game Pass. Shockingly enough.
yeah.
Yeah,
New Xbox CEO. Everyone
she's
was clowning on her when
she's
she
cooking.
fucking came, like, because she doesn't really have a gaming background. Doesn't she have like an AI background or something?
Yes, it's an
Like,
AI background.
and everyone was worried, and I was worried. But you know what? She's kind of cooking. Like, she seems to be listening to what people are saying. So
Yeah.
Xbox Game Pass, I don't have it because I play everything on Steam, even though I think it does work for the Windows Store, but I'm not playing shit on that. What is it, like $30 a month or something? You pretty much can play almost any game on the Xbox Store, right?
I think now
They're
lowered up to 22.
Yeah, they're for the first time ever, they're lowering the price of something.
I don't think so I've ever seen a subscription lower in price.
Yeah.
I don't even remember, like, if you think about it, like, look at subscription-based things. I don't think I've ever seen something lower in price,
No,
right?
what
What was
happens
like,
is they take the shitty tiered stuff and they fucking like I don't know. I'm thinking about like Hulu, for example, right? Hulu used to be it was like $10 for the subscription. So you could just watch whatever was on Hulu without ads or any bullshit, right? And then now fucking Hulu is like they made that tier, they moved it up. So if you want to watch stuff without ads, now it's like $20. It might be less than that, but let's say it's $20. And now to watch stuff with ads, it's $10, and if you don't pay $10, you don't watch anything. Like, I feel like that's what all the subscription models did, or
yeah,
like
it's
generally
ruining it.
do. But
Yeah.
fucking Xbox, they're just like, guys, we'll give you a discount. And I'm not sure how many games this is going to apply for, but I heard there is a rumor that the new Call of Duties will not be on Game Pass day one.
Oh
So
no.
if you're a filthy
Oh,
Call of Duty player, I mean that in the
no.
most disrespect. If you only play Call of Duty and that's why you buy Xbox Game Pass, you're fucked.
I, I I feel like this is actually like even more of a W because now it's gonna force them to play game like actual video games. You know what I
Now,
mean?
like, yeah,
Like you can
now
play
people are gonna
actual
want to
video games
put
now.
banger video game. Like, people are gonna be like indie developers and stuff are really gonna be trying to get their games on Game Pass because now they know like the people who are getting Game Pass aren't just getting it to fucking just play Call of Duty or whatever.
Exactly. Which is like hilarious because now yeah. And now it's because when I saw that I was like, who the fuck is getting Game Pass just for Call of Duty? That was literally my first answer. I'm like, who's getting Game Pass for Call of Duty?
I think
If
you'd be
you're
surprised, to be
but
honest.
I I guess if you're just like again, I understand Call of Duty in the end of the day, it's for casuals. Call of Duty is a casual shooter. It is not a competitive shooter. I don't care how much if you're listening to this, like you can't deny it. Call of Duty is not a competitive shooter. It is a casual shooter. It is a co-worker shooter. It's a co-worker video game. Call of Duty is a co-worker video game. And that you can't go based off the skill ceiling on that game is so low, right? So my thing is like if you're just gonna buy Call of Duty, if you really want to play Call of Duty, just go buy it separately. If you actually want to play like good games, go get the Game Pass, right? Like
Mhm.
indie games. I think we said this previously in the podcast. Like indie developers, like they're booming right now, right? Like indie developers, they're making more sales and money
Mhm.
than AAA titles, and like I think Game Pass, I think Xbox, its new CEO, she kind of realized that. And now she's like, okay, we're just gonna make a bunch of money off of indie developers, and because they know it's a win-win for everybody if you really think about it, the
Mhm.
indie developers and Xbox and the people buying Xbox Game Pass. So very rare, we will say that's very rare. Xbox is cooking. This new CEO, she's cooking. How long will this last? Probably not long. She will probably do something, or Xbox will probably do something.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful
Yeah,
for her.
we're hopeful she continues this high that she's in right now. but something's gonna happen where some stupid layoff is gonna happen. But yeah, that is for Xbox news, and then we have, unfortunately, silly but stupid news about Tekken. Uh,
It's not really stupid. It's there. It's very great for competitors, not as great for tournament organizers. So something that professional Tekken players have been saying for a while is that with how crazy the game is, they wish that the game, instead of being a first to two or a best out of three format, until winners finals, losers finals, grand finals. That's how it's always been. Then you play best of five or first to three. Now they made it so top eight, all top eight matches are now first to three. So that's a lot more games, which is great if you're a competitor, because basically what this does is it gives you more time to adapt to what your opponent is doing. Makes the actual competitive integrity of the game so much better. If you're a tournament organizer, you're probably pulling your fucking hair out right now, because when we did the core pre-Evo battle in the desert, I want to say top 8 for Tekken started at like 8 p.m. or some shit, and we didn't end until like 1 in the fucking morning for top 8. Okay? Maybe it was a little bit before, maybe it was like 12:30, but still, that top 8 was at least like 4.5 hours. Like,
yeah,
that shit was crazy.
Everyone was gone basically, except like I think it was Arslan Ash.
It was like
a lot of
me,
the
Arslan,
Pakistani
and some of the
players,
other pros, but
and then
everyone
a
else
lot of
went.
the Korea, yeah, a lot
Everyone
of the
went
top
home.
Korean players, the top Pakistani players, and then a few of the Japanese players. They were all there. It was like I think like 20 people left, and it was like the best players, but they were all just watching and chilling with each other basically.
So
Because also it was like a Knee versus Arslan final.
mhm.
But yeah, yeah, making top 8 a best of 5 throughout is a little.
I mean,
I don't.
I low-key think
As a
that, like,
viewer, you probably like it. As a viewer and a player, it's great. But yeah, again, as an organizer,
as a TO,
like, come on.
like, this shit's gonna be rough. Like,
So like my
top
thing is,
8s
like,
are gonna
okay,
be like at least another like 2 hours, I think. Like, hypothetically, if more than a couple of the games in top 8, like, how many games are there in a top 8? Like 16 or something like that? Let's say it's
yeah.
16. If like half of those go to final game, that's like one Tekken match is like 5 minutes. So like, I don't know. You're adding like another 35 minutes. Just in gameplay. That's not in set changes, that's not in
breaks
and breaks or anything. Like, you're adding, and that's just if some of the games go to final match.
Yeah, and this is like, unless you want to like cut the time, you literally just finish one game, tell the other guys to just go in right away, play
You
it,
have them all
go
in a
in.
line.
Yeah, literally, you're gonna have them look all in a line. It's gonna look kind of unprofessional in a sense. So
I'm sure it'll get figured out.
I
That's
don't
if
know
you
how
want
we're gonna be
maximum
doing it.
efficiency.
Yeah, I don't know how we're doing it, by the way, because I know we're probably gonna have another pre-Evo event. We have one every year. So I actually don't know how we're doing this because it's gonna be kind of funny. We can't start it earlier because a lot of the guys actually land.
They land and come right to our event.
Yeah, like they would have to land and then come. Like, I think, who was it? I think last year, Arslan and like a few Korean players. They literally landed that morning of, went to their hotel, and then just came to our event right away. They like didn't have no time to chill, and then Evo was the next day, right? So like there was like no, like, if you started earlier, that means they have like no chance, and then a lot of the top pros are not gonna make it, right?
Yeah.
So now you as a tournament organizer, do you lower the numbers of people so you start later, or do you keep the open invite? How do you do this, right? Is it mandatory for TWT points now?
I don't think it's every single event. Like, if your event is smaller than a certain number of players, I don't think you have to do this. But I think it's like 64 players and more. Pretty much every one of those kind of events have to do it. So
did we have 64? We had more than 64 players.
Yeah,
no, we did have more
I
than
think
64.
We had like 96, I think.
Yeah, so if it's now, if you think about it, because it's also because it's Evo, so everybody's gonna be there. So now it's like, oh shit, uh, I don't know. Well, what do we do? Do we tell the players to just come? We can't just tell the players to come early, right? Like, and that's gonna be something we have to figure out and all that.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
mean, luckily
that.
they're doing it now before like the season has kind of like officially started, so I guess people can plan ahead. But yeah, definitely, I think it'll be overall better for the game. Like, it promotes better, more high skill players will do better
Yeah.
consistently, I think.
No, yeah, again, this is only gonna affect tournament organizers, right? Because I think in the end of the day, players want to play. Like, if you tell any
Mm-hmm.
player, "Can I just if I just got play the entire day?" They'll say yes, because that's again, one, their job. Two, they actually want to play the game, right? So as a competitor and as a viewer, you love that shit. You want to see that. You want to see more close games. That's great. This is only going to affect organizers, right? So now my question is Evo going to be longer now, or the
Oh, for
matches? Do we
sure.
have to go to?
Mm-hmm.
So now Evo is going to be even longer. So if you thought last year, if you had anybody who went to Vegas last year, if you thought that was light, now this is gonna you're not probably leaving that place at like 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. So you're not leaving that place for a minute. Um so now yeah, and that's gonna be interesting to see what's going on. I mean I'm excited for Evo. Evo's gonna be fun this year. A lot of new titles, a lot of new things are coming out this year. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun to see. We're also, of course, like last year, um, just keeping track, everything in core Twitter for that. But yeah, that is it for the news. Uh, we have an update regarding esports. So our Valorant squad, they made the playoffs for stage two. So good job, boys. Good job. We made it with a 4-3 record. So, or no, 4-2 record. I'm sorry, a 4-2 record. We made it. Let's go. Our first match is going to be on April 28th at 4 p.m. EST. So the 28th is on a Tuesday. So it's going to be 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. EST. We are going against Evil Geniuses Academy. Our side of the bracket looks kind of stacked, if I'm going to be honest, but it is what it is. We just, to be the
We
best, you
just
got to beat the
win.
best. So we are going against that. If you guys want to check out, make sure to check out on the core channel. We're watch partying it every single match. We're hoping to make it to China and hoping to qualify for Brazil, all that fun stuff. At least the last year. Go out with a bang right before open qualifiers next year. But yeah, that is it for the core esports news. If you guys like anything, if you guys want us to talk about anything, any news, you guys can always check us out on Twitter. Also, if you want to have any news regarding core, check out core gaming on Twitter. And if of course you want to go to any merch like Danny's hat, go to coregaming.com/shop for all of our merchandise. But
Use
yeah,
code
thank you guys for
QORcast for
watching.
10% off.
Corecast for 10% off. Alrighty, guys. Bye.